Like we mentioned in a previous video, before we get too far into the build of our 65 Mustang Coupe, we promised to do some basic installation videos you guys have been asking for. One thing we get asked about a lot is our LED Taillight Kit. Today we're going to install that on our 65 Mustang Coupe. This LED taillight kit is going to be a direct replacement for the factory taillights on all 1964.5 through 1966 Mustangs. It's going to include brand new chrome bezels, both the body pads and the taillight gaskets, the LED taillight assemblies, and a new flasher that'll work properly with the LEDs. Best part about these, they're going to be plug and play as they'll plug right into your factory bulb socket. Like we've said in previous videos, the paint job on our 65 is definitely not worthy of all this new chrome yet, but we already replaced the bumpers again because we want to show you guys how to do it. So now we're going to replace our taillights. I believe this is actually the factory taillight setup. We still have Fomoco lenses on here, but the chrome is heavily pitted, and they're definitely going to look, a new set will look a lot nicer, a lot fresher on the car. First we're going to do is remove the bezel by removing the 4 screws on the outside. Start by removing the screws here. You want to hang on to these screws, you will reuse them. Pop that off, remove the pad. I'm going to use a razor blade to get some of the residual gasket off of here. Doesn't have to be perfect, but you don't want to have any big chunks either. A couple things I want to mention here. These are designed to use the factory bulb socket, so as long as your old taillights worked, you don't have to worry about touching the body. Now, our taillight kit does include the body pad, which is the foam that goes around the back here. Since we're not painting the car, we're not replacing any of that, we're going to leave the pad on there that is included with the kit. But if you have to replace that, you remove the hardware from inside the trunk and the body will come off. Again, since our bodies are good, we're not going to mess with that now. Now we can install new taillight LEDs. Grab the harness, push it in, and turn just like you would a bulb. Make sure it locks in place. Now real quick, we're going to check it before we put it back together. Okay, we checked it and it lit up. I can get this back on here. Put the new gasket in place. Get all the screws started before you tighten it down. All right, now you want to repeat the process over on the other side. And here's why we tell you to check them before you actually put everything back together. Notice we have both of our normal lights. We only have one brake light though. If you do have that scenario, simply pull the socket, turn 180 degrees, reinstall. And before we check our turn signals, the LEDs draw a lot less current than the factory lights do. So what we include is this flasher designed to work with LEDs. We're going to remove the factory flasher, replace it with this one. Now this will be tough to see, but the flasher from the factory is located behind your driver's side fresh air vent. Basically reach up, just pull it out of the little clip, then disconnect and connect your new one. Get it plugged in, you can put it back in the factory location. And take this wire, ground it right here. With 62 LEDs apiece, these new taillights can be a lot brighter than your factory taillights, which not only looks cool but adds an element of safety. 'Cause let's be honest, the factory taillights on a 65/6 Mustang are pretty small and kind of easy to miss. The chrome bezels will also freshen up the back of your car, make it look a lot newer, especially if your paint job is better than ours is. As far as installation goes, give yourself about an hour or so, be back on the road in no time.